Hey, it's Clayton Olson, and in this video, we're going to talk about the number one most powerful thing you can do to bring a man closer, even if he's pulled away. And I'm bringing on a special guest. Her name is Helena Hart. She's got a master's in psychology, and she's a relationship coach that has also trained coaches in the relationship territory as well. And more importantly than all that, she's a friend of mine, and she teaches women how to be authentic and avoid playing any games or using manipulation to create a lasting love life. So sit back and enjoy the video.
Hi, this is Helena Hart from CommitmentConnection.com, and in this video I'm going to be sharing the most powerful way to bring a man closer, even if he's pulled away. Clayton invited me to come on his channel and talk about this topic a little bit today, and I'm just so happy to do that because as a relationship coach, this is really one of the most common situations I see. I can't tell you how many women I hear from every week who are feeling confused and in some cases really devastated and heartbroken because the man they love is acting distant all of a sudden or pulling away, even if he was really interested and coming on strong at the beginning. I've certainly been there myself, so I know how painful it can be, and hopefully this video will help you out if this is something you're experiencing right now. But before I get started, if this is your first time to Clayton's channel, be sure to click the button to subscribe to get all of his amazing videos on how to have the relationship you want. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to come on over to our channel, Commitment Connection, and subscribe there as well. We'll post a link to that in the description of this video. So let's get started. The most powerful way to bring a man closer, even if he's pulled away, involves shifting out of your masculine energy and into your feminine energy. And I'm going to give you 3 steps on exactly how to do this. But before I jump into those 3 steps, let me explain masculine and feminine energy a little bit in case you're not familiar with those terms. So we all have both masculine and feminine energy inside of us. Men and women have both. And they both play a really important role in our lives. So masculine energy is the part of us that's about doing things and thinking and solving problems and making decisions. Anytime you need to get something done or figure something out or make something happen, you are coming from your masculine energy. And that works great in areas of your life such as work or, going about your day, doing your hobbies and interests, even raising kids. A lot of times you're in your masculine energy because it involves taking action and doing things, right? Now, feminine energy is the opposite. That's the part of us that's about feeling and really being in the moment, experiencing what's going on around you, receiving, expressing yourself, and responding. Also, trusting and allowing are really feminine energy qualities. So when you're with a man, it's really important to, shift into your feminine energy, especially if he's a masculine energy man. Or if you're single and you're looking to attract a masculine energy man, it's important to learn how to shift into your feminine energy when you're dating or, with your man. And I know how easy it can be to jump into your masculine energy when a man is pulling away or acting a little distant or withdrawn. It tends to stir something up in us and cause us to want to lean forward often and figure out what's going on, or maybe blame ourselves or try to analyze the situation or what we might have done wrong. And it's really not helpful to do that. So I'm going to give you 3 steps to, stop doing those things, get out of your masculine energy and into your feminine energy so you really bring that man closer. And this works great no matter where you're at in your love life. So step 1 is shifting your mindset. That's really important. It's kind of the foundation. So if you're looking for advice on how to bring a man closer, especially if he's pulling away right now, you've likely put him on a pedestal in your mind in some way. And I know that because I definitely used to do this a lot in my past. And I see so many of my clients doing this as well. If they really like a guy or they have strong feelings for him, it can be easy to want to kind of put him on a pedestal in some way and see him as the goal or the prize in your mind. And when you do that, it really kind of pushes a man away on a very deep subconscious level. It just feels like pressure to him. He might not be able to put his finger on it, but it's just that energy of, striving for a goal. If you've made the man the goal, or trying to get a man to do what you want, or even like prove yourself to him or win his love in some way, if you've put him on a pedestal, that energy can really just keep a man at a distance. That's not what inspires him to want to come closer. So, if you're to think about this man who's pulling away right now, or any man who you have, feelings for, are you looking to him as sort of holding something that you want, that he's not giving you right now? Like he's holding the key to your happiness or your sense of lovableness or worthiness. If you're doing that, even on, in very subtle ways, you really want to just imagine taking that key that you believe a man holds to your happiness and putting that key in your own hands where it belongs. You really want to start seeing yourself as the prize, not in like an egotistical way, but just in a really confident, authentic, feminine way. So that's the first step, shifting your mindset. If you've put this man on a pedestal or made him the goal or the prize in your mind. Step 2 is stop trying to make something happen in your relationship or with this man right now. So I know how easy it can be to want to jump into your masculine energy and try to make things happen. This could look like always being the one to initiate contact with a man by, always being the first one to call him or text him or ask him out, try to make plans with him, drive to him always, pay for everything on the dates. Just, anything that looks like moving the relationship forward. You want to stop doing all of those things, especially when a man is at a place where he's pulling away a little bit right now. And the best thing you can really do is just anchor yourself right where you are and not try to make something happen in those moments when a man, needs to take a little space for himself. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that you can never initiate contact with a man ever again. If you're feeling really confident and a man's crazy about you, you can really do anything. You can pretty much do whatever you want, and it's not going to push him away. But in those moments where he's pulling away and you're starting to feel anxious, most women who are coming to me at that place are not at that super confident feeling place where they can just kind of do anything with a man. So that's why I recommend bringing it back to zero and just leaning way back into your feminine energy, which is what creates the space for that man to come back towards you. Men really need to feel this pull to come towards you and this tension. And when they pull away sometimes, I totally understand the tendency to want to close the gap and just fill in that space because you want to, reconnect the relationship or recapture the feelings you had at the beginning, right? And when we're at that place, all of our instincts to want to make something happen really just pushes that man further and further away. So, sometimes men need to take some space for themselves. And it doesn't mean there's anything wrong. Sometimes they have to do that to process strong emotions, or if they're really stressed out or tired, because of something that has nothing to do with you. It's kind of a normal, healthy thing for a man to take space for himself sometimes in the relationship. And you want to make sure you're doing that for yourself as well. Now, of course, if a man is extremely hot and cold, or if he's, acting distant because he's punishing you, that's obviously not what I'm talking about here. That's kind of like an unhealthy relationship dynamic. But I'm talking about in situations where, the relationship is pretty healthy and just a man needs to take some space for himself sometimes. In those moments, you don't want to follow him and pick up the slack for him and try to close that gap between the two of you. You want to stop trying to make things happen and lean back and shift into your feminine energy to create that space for him to come towards you. Then you want to just allow things to happen. Like I mentioned, allowing is a really feminine energy quality. And that brings me to step 3, and that is taking your focus off of this man and putting it on yourself and your own life where it belongs. And this relates to feminine energy because this includes connecting to yourself, connecting to your heart, and your own emotions. So what tends to happen is when you stop doing all of those things that I talked about in step 2, feelings will typically start to come up, because a lot of times we want to lean forward and overfunction and do all of those masculine energy things because we're trying to cover up feelings. And so what you want to do is really feel those feelings and connect with them without acting out of them in ways that is going to push that man further away. So when you stop doing all of those things and just allow that space to happen between the two of you, just for right now, you might start to feel a whole bunch of things. You might feel anxious, or you might feel a deep sense of sadness or grief, or maybe even something positive like joy about some other area of your life. So you want to really connect with those feelings and connect with your own heart. And I always say the way to connect to a man's heart is always through your own heart first. If you're leaning forward and trying to create some connection with a man, especially in those moments when he's pulling away, it will never work. The only way is to lean back into your feminine energy and connect with yourself and your own feelings, so that when a man comes back, you can express those feelings to a man in a really authentic feminine way. And I have so many videos on exactly how to do that over on our channel, Commitment Connection. So if you're interested in exactly how to open up emotionally to a man and really connect deeply with his heart, feel free to check those out. If you enjoyed this video and want more information on how to attract the man and the relationship you've always wanted, click the button on the right side of this video to subscribe to our channel. And I love hearing from you. Feel free to let me know your thoughts and experiences with this in the comment section below.